Hello, my name is Al Grant. I'm the Vice Principal here at Harris Westminster, and I want to give you a short introduction to using exam.net. This is our system for running our admissions exams, our entrance exams, and what I want to do is take you through how it works, what to expect, so that when you get to the exam, you'll feel more confident about what you're doing. So, exam.net is a website, right? So you put into the website exam.net and it opens up, looks like this. For each exam, you will have a different exam key, all right? And you enter that in the box marked number 2. The invigilator will put that exam key in your chat area in Zoom when they are ready. So we use two systems. We use Zoom to invigilate and we use exam.net in order to actually have the exam. And this is where you will answer the exam. You'll type your answers into exam.net. Or if it's multiple choice questions, you'll indicate which is the answer through exam.net. So you need to have open both Zoom and exam.net, but don't have any other applications or tabs open on your computer. So, as I said, in the Zoom chat area, once everything is set up, everything in the exam is about to begin, the invigilator will then post into the Zoom chat area the specific exam key that you will need. And you put it into the website in that box marked number 2. That will then take you to this screen. Yeah. And here you put your first name and your last name, and then you click on Fetch the Exam. That brings you to this screen now. This is where you pause and you wait until the invigilator tells you to start, because you want everyone starting at the same time. So you've put in the exam key, you've fetched the exam, as it says there, and then you just pause and you wait there until the invigilator says begin the exam, and then you click on begin the exam. And that then takes you to the exam paper. So here's a test paper I've set up that you can use to kind of test, to get a feel for how the system works. And I want to take you through some of the aspects to it. Now, this is a multiple choice question with some boxes you fill in, but other exam papers, maybe you're writing an essay, but you'll do it on the screen. Yeah. As I've said in my other video, it's worth having a piece of paper beside you just to jot things down, formulate answers, work through some maths if it's a maths example. But essentially, you put all your answers and all your written responses into the screen on exam.net. Right? For maths, it's multiple choice, so you choose the multiple choice. You don't need to show you're working. So on this screen, on the left-hand side, you've got various things I want to take you through. So first of all, you've got the teacher chat. So if you click on this, an area comes up, and that's where you can put messages to the invigilator. You can ask questions to the invigilator. Don't ask them about the content of the exam because they may not be experts in that academic area, but you can certainly ask them questions, and you're using this teacher chat, which is in exam.net, to talk to the invigilator. Please don't use Zoom, because the Zoom chat area will not be monitored once the exam begins. So on this side, you've got teacher chat. You've also got other things like a calculator. You can't use a calculator in maths, so we disable it, but if it's there, please don't use the calculator for maths. But if there's other subjects where you think a calculator might be useful, then it is there. At the end of the exam, you then click on Submit Exam. So please only do this at the end. You have 40 minutes to do each exam. Extra time, students, you have 50 minutes. I suggest using up all the time available. So if that means you finish after 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 35 minutes, use all the time just checking and checking and checking and checking, and then checking and checking and checking. Honestly, nothing to lose by just using up all that time to try and get as many marks as possible. If every time you check, you can get 1 extra mark from something, then the more times you check, the more marks you will get. So when you are ready, or when the exam has come to an end, you can click on Submit. If you wish to submit early, that is your choice. I just think it's a bad choice. So, but at the end of the exam, when the invigilator says, please submit the exam, then click on Submit the exam. Now, exam.net will also notice if you are potentially cheating, right? because it will notice if you lose focus, it will notice if you move to a different app, or if you move to a different browser or a tab in a browser. And in that case, you will first get message 1, yeah, and then you click I understand. You then get, and you can't do anything until you click I understand. You then get to box number 2, right, and then you say click on enter explanation, which will bring box 3. And then you have to write an explanation as to why you think you've been locked out. What has happened? Is it you looked at another app? You looked at another tab? What has gone on? Yeah. And then you can request the unlock. All right. And you will be allowed back into the exam, but then it's be up to us to decide what happens once the exam is over. So please only have exam.net and Zoom open. Right. If you want Zoom on your phone instead, that's fine. Yeah, but please also don't use exam.net on your phone because it doesn't work. You won't be able to do the questions very well if you're using exam.net on your phone. So other things are, so on the left-hand side, that yellow orange arrow, if you click on that, it expands slightly the area of the exam, right? And there is some settings in the wheel down the bottom, which can allow you to change the display, yeah, how it looks in terms of colors and size. Yeah, so if you want slightly bigger text, then that's where you go to. As I said, some exams will look slightly different because they are writing an essay, in which case you will have an extended area for you to just type in your words, type in your essay. Yeah, but it's also useful to have a piece of paper to jot things, ideas down, to maybe plan your essay, think about what you're doing. Yeah, or if you're reading something, to jot some ideas down as you read. Yeah, but you don't have to submit any of those jottings. Yeah, but it's good to have a piece of paper. So when you click on submit there, it will then submit your answers and you'll get that message saying thank you for your submission. You can then close exam.net. I suggest you wait in Zoom because there will be some final instructions that the invigilator will give once everyone has finished. So just hang in Zoom, turn the volume up so you can hear what the examiner is saying again, and listen to the final instructions, and then that invigilator will say you may now leave Zoom. If you choose to leave Zoom early, that again is a choice which you're making. I don't think it's a very sensible choice, but it's a choice, and you'll miss out on those final instructions. So please, there's a practice exam which was in the email we sent on the 17th of January. Please use that, and therefore you get to understand how the system works. Yeah. Any questions or queries, please email them into admissions@harriswestminstersixthform.org.uk. And the entrance exams take place on Saturday, the 17th of January. We're saying please keep 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. free in its entirety. We will give you specific details of when your actual exams are, but keep all those times free so that you can make sure you sit the exams. Yeah. So any questions, please email us, and good luck. I hope to see you soon.